The excitement and the pressure are tangible here at the finals of the Billiard Congress of America GenerationPool.com 9-Ball Championship. Two of the best players in the world going after the title. Hello, everybody, and welcome inside the magnificent Charlotte Convention Center here in the Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina, the end of another fantastic week of competition put on by the Billiard Congress of America at the GenerationPool.com 9-Ball Championship. Mitch Lawrence alongside BCA Hall of Famer, the striking Viking Ava Mattia Lawrence. Ava, fittingly, the Queen City is where we are because tonight we will crown a queen in a major championship event, and I can't think of two more exciting players to watch than Ga-Young Kim of South Korea and Xiaoting Pan of mainland China.
And what a matchup this is. Both of these players, as young as they are, they're at the height of their game right now, playing flawlessly, both players. It's going to be interesting because earlier in this tournament, this is double elimination format, Ga-Young Kim beat Xiaoting Pan in this tournament. And the last time they met in the finals, 2007, on the WPBA Classic Tour, Ga-Young was the victor. So we'll see if Xiaoting Pan can put it together and win here.
Well, both of them eminently capable of winning. Both of them former world champions. This is going to be one crackerjack matchup. So as we get ready, Steve Tipton, our tournament director, will bring them up. We will have the lag for the opening break. And Ava, it has come down to these two terrific players. Close in age, turned pro within a few years of each other, and the key stat, no BCA Open titles between them. And you can tell how much each of them wants to take this one home. And when you get down to this point where there's two left out of 64, and it's within your reach, it's got to be incredibly exciting for the players as well as the fans, Ava.
Yeah, and this is where you really got to hold it together. You know, it's great to want it this badly, but you also have to set that aside long enough to play the game. And both of these players have really impressed me over the years that they have been here. We've gotten used to see Ga-Young now. This is her 8th year here in the United States. We've seen her quite often in these situations. But both of these players, as young as they are, really surprise me how okay they are with this pressure.
They've both been playing for a long time and very used to the rigors of world travel and top-level competition. Though they are young, 25 and 26, they are certainly seasoned as we look at both of them preparing themselves mentally. As Xiaoting Pan, diminutive in size, huge of break, generates enormous power from a small body, and you will get to see it for the first time right here.
And watch how she gets up. She almost stands up straight and then comes through with all her might right here and goes right into it. And it's amazing how solid she hit those. She failed to make a ball on the break, and she has left the shot at the one ball. You know, Ga-Young could make the one over here, but the fact that the 2 is right on the rail, guarded by the 4 and the 7, she's not going to gain much by making this. So I would be surprised if she even tries. The shot here is definitely to go for a safety. And with the balls being spread out all over the table, she has a few different options. And I think she's just going to split up the 2 balls, try to get the cue ball behind the clusters over here. Well done. Well, wait a minute. She left an opening.
It looked for a second like the 1 was going to stop behind the 7 there, but instead Xiaoting Pan comes to the table with a shot on the 1. So not what Ga-Young Kim was hoping for right off the bat. Let's see if Xiaoting can take advantage of it.
Big shot here, big key shot getting on this 2 ball. The fact that the 7 is so much towards the center of the table limits where she can get. She has to watch out for the 3 as well. Looks like she's going to go 2 rails with low right and just come out, take the long shot, just make sure you have the correct angle to get a shot at the 2. And the beauty with this shot, Mitch, is all she really has to do is roll this in. She doesn't have to do much with the cue ball. She's just going to take her time, come over and see what angle she needs on the 3. This game is so much about angles, not making it difficult on yourself. And the 6 ball has the 3 ball guarded as well, so it's really intricate here. The key ball in this rack, the one she's looking at, is the 4, right here on the rail. That's She needs to really pay attention to the angle on the 3 to get to the 4 ball. Once she gets there, the rack has been solved. And here she has left herself about the only angle she could leave herself. She knows she doesn't want to be straight in here, and she has left a tricky shot, Mitch. She's going to have to hit this with left spin and try to come around 2 rails, and this is not an easy shot by any means.
Fantastic week. You see many of the industry leaders have gathered here for this final matchup this week, put on by the Billiard Congress of America. They are as excited as we are to be here.
Oh, sweet. Great shot. Nice, fluid, smooth stroke. Come all the way around. You can see it here. She played perfect speed, a perfect angle to come around 2 rails for that straight in position on the 4 that she wanted. Great shot.
Those overhead replay looks a really good way to watch the stroke, to see how straight it is. Xiao Ting Pan has really started showing all of us what a force she is to be reckoned with. From Shandong in China, between Beijing and Shanghai, now living full-time in Shanghai. And as we said, the first player full-time on the WPBA Classic Tour from mainland China. We are excited as we can be to have her with the rest of the great players from around the world.
And she's a tough player to play, Mitch, because she is so even-tempered. You know, it's hard to get her rattled. And when she comes across like such a strong player that way, and she intimidates by just being that strong. What she's looking to see this line, she wants to get right on this side of it to be able to drift down here. If she follows it a little bit more, then she would have to move the cue ball around too much. You want to stay on the correct side of the ball. In this case, it was the right side, and now all she has to do is drift the cue ball, the natural angle. She doesn't have to do much.